everyone. Time for a little different Christmas tale for you guys that are interested in real history. It might be true and it might be not. But here it comes anyway. Let's start at the beginning of the celebrations of Christmas and see what really happened. You know, all of you, that we celebrate the birth of Christ, right? Yeah. Well, anyway, some scholars, they were looking through the Bible, in the Old Testament, and they seemed to find some things that weren't really like they seemed to be. Turned out that everything pointed, when they looked at the old prophecies and the birth date of Christ, didn't really fit. So what they did was they started to do some research. What happened was that they found the old notes from the Roman Empire. And in the Roman Empire, people were very picky about making notes on everything they did. Good for us today. But somebody had hidden those notes away. And once they found them, it turned out that the taxation during the time of Quirinius was actually at Easter. Can you believe that? We're actually celebrating Christ's birthday in December. Well, wait a minute. Let's think here. Okay, why did that happen? That was the next question. So they started going on researching, and they found out that this was changed somewhere around 300, 350 by the old Emperor Constantine. This guy was an egomaniac. He did a lot of things. He created the Catholic Church. He created the Bible. He made a lot of scholars pick together the Bible. But he also was a very proud man. And his birthday, you know where that is? You can't guess. 25th of December. So he decided to move the birth of Christ to his birthday. You can talk about pride. So we've been cheated. Christmas is a hoax. Can you believe that? Anyway, the story doesn't end there. What happens is, suddenly we have, you see the Christmas tree behind me? Yeah. Well, once the Romans was Christianized, they started to try to Christian all northern of Europe. And up here, where I live, we were all pagans. Anyway, what happens is that they came to Germany and they found the Christmas tree. And the Christmas tree, well, it spread in the later days, but what the Christmas tree really is a pagan symbol. In the old days, people used to dance around it at the midwinter broth. And then afterwards, they went out in the hay, and didn't you know what? And all the children that was born out of that were considered holy. Same thing happened in midsummer. Up here in Scandinavia, we got a midsummer pole that looks like a cross with 2 rings on. It used to be 1 pole and 2 rings. Oh, and after they've been dancing around it, out in the woods, in the hay, have some fun, and conceive children, that was considered to be holy. Well, the friars and the monks and everything that came to northern Europe discovered this. So they had to work with destroying the traditions. And the nice little Christmas tree in Scandinavia anyway, and most of the places I've seen, they have apples in the tree. And there's a star on the top and angels hanging in the branches. But what does the apple really mean? Yeah, in the fore-Nordic history, there is a pig called Særimer. And when they barbecued him, he resurrected after they've eaten him. He always had an apple in his mouth. That's the apple in the tree. Represents Særimer. You didn't know that, did you? So they took this pagan symbol and made it a Christian symbol instead. It was easy to do that way. You could believe it? Well, it doesn't end there, because there are more to come. Well, let's see here. The lights in the tree. Oh, well, that symbolizes the stars around Christ and all that. But then we have what they discovered is about Jesus, that he was born in April. And the reason why was that the taxation that was during Christ actually was placed by logistical reasons at Easter, the Jews' highest celebration, when most Jews came to Jerusalem. So that's why Jesus most probably is born in April, around Easter. And if you start looking back, it all comes together. And, you know, the red stuff here is also a hoax. Santa Claus used to be gray. Coca-Cola did destroy that. They painted Santa Claus red. And by the way, if you didn't know, he doesn't exist. He's just a story. Merry Christmas!